name is Joseph Stippen, and this is my media video for the technology of the television. The television can be found in billions of homes around the world, and most people have more than one television. But how did this revolutionary technology even come to be? The first electronic television was invented in 1927 by a 21-year-old inventor named Philo Farnsworth. The man grew up with no electricity until he was 14 years old, yet he created the most amazing and most revolutionary technologies ever. It was a dream in the eyes of inventors. Many believed that they could take basic concepts applied to the transmission of sound and apply them to the transmission of pictures. Philo began to plan the electric television while in high school and wanted to capture the moving images, transforming these images into code, and then move these images along radio waves to different devices.
Now, we're not going to identify this contestant panel because to identify him would be to tip off his secret. We will call him simply Dr. X. Now, Doctor, if you will whisper your secret to me, we will show it at the same time to the folks out there.
Between 1926 and 1931, inventors continued to tweak and test their creations. However, nothing could compare to what Farnsworth created. There were two kinds of televisions back in the day. There was mechanical television, which relied on rotating discs to transmit images from the transmitter to the receiver. Both the transmitter and receiver had rotating discs. These discs had holes in them, spaces in the disc, which each hole being slightly lower than the other. The camera would have to be in a dark room with a bright light behind the discs. As the discs moved around, the images would play. Electronic televisions were the reason mechanical televisions were no longer needed. Electronic televisions relied on technology called cathode ray tube. These tubes would release a beam of electrons into the empty space of the tube.
Science presents a backstage preview of television, the newest miracle of modern electrical engineering. Technicians in the Farnsworth, Philadelphia laboratories have helped to make television, the dazzling dream of the decade, a practical reality today. Mr. Philo T. Farnsworth, shown at the right, is working on the image dissector tube, a photoelectric camera tube of his own invention that distinguishes his system of television from others. It is said to be responsible for the most clearly defined television pictures. Placed in the circuit of this receiving system is a funnel-shaped cathode tube. The round, flat surface of its bulb becomes the picture screen in studio monitor sets, as well as in home receiving sets. The image dissector tube and the cathode oscillite tube are the heart and brain of the Farnsworth system. Television engineers are now adjusting studio equipment to demonstrate the technical routine of broadcasting a television program.
Maybe the television's importance in society goes a little deeper than that. Television is a medium that improves the world, triggers imagination, raises curiosity, encourages education, and gathers millions around the common interest. Today, information is everywhere, but television had a particular authority. If you see someone on TV, then you know that millions of others are also seeing what you're seeing, and that it's being verified, produced, and created by professionals. That's why television remains the most popular and trusted platform of news, culture, sports, and entertainment ever. Television is a fantastic educational tool. It broadcasts knowledge to different cultures, promotes tolerance and global understanding of international issues. Although the television has been very impactful and can bring a lot of good to the world, it can also bring a lot of bad. A lot of people fear the television, but everyone needs to understand how impactful the television was, and still is. Imagine for a moment, tomorrow, your television just stops working. What's the one thing you would miss the most? Your favorite drama series? Staying in touch with the news? Maybe even seeing your favorite sports team in action?
What has the greatest impact on audience?
Is a TV program.
Is television best when it covers an event like a space shot or the Olympics or a baseball game? Is it best when it tries to entertain with movies at night? When it tries to inform with news programs that have films of things that have already happened?
The advantage of coverage of sports events is they are ritualistic. The group gathered there is participating in a ritual. Now, the Olympics were even more a group ritual than the ordinary competitive event in a ball game. or a single ball game, a single event, because they had a corporate meaning. It was not just a local, it was a sort of a worldwide meaning. And this is itself a ritualistic participation in a...
What would happen if you could shut off television for 30 days in the entire United States of America?
It would be a kind of hangover effect, because it's a very addictive medium. And you take it away and people develop all the symptoms of a hangover. Very uncomfortable. It was tried, remember, a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, they actually paid people not to watch TV for a few months.
I don't recall that, but I'm sure
it was in Germany. It was in Germany. It was in the UK. And they discovered they had all the withdrawal symptoms of drug addicts.
After what listening to McLuhan had to say, I kind of agreed and disagreed with him. Yes, I believe television, like most things in the world, it can be very addicting. If people were away from television, they began to go mad, much like how we are with our cell phones, how we constantly have to look at the latest updates we get from text messages from friends, newest videos, etc. We always check it every couple of seconds. And much like television, we tend to turn it on the minute we come home. Yes, the television can be addicting, but without the television, we wouldn't have much that we have nowadays. We wouldn't have video games. We wouldn't have computers. We wouldn't have this Skype, being able to chat with loved ones far away. It gives us an opportunity to relive history and watch history again and again and again whenever we want. We wouldn't be able to see our parents' wedding, or our grandparents that are no longer with us, or even me being able to see my own wedding. It can even be a very useful tool. One of the most popular websites in the world right now, YouTube, can not only be entertainment, but can also be a helpful tool to learn something brand new. The television is one of those things that you'll hear people say too much television rots your brain. And while I kind of agree with that, it's also an impactful medium, one that won't go away and we just have to learn to tame. So thank you for watching my video of the Capstone for the television, and I will see you guys next time.